Are there any like hidden islands? Like anyone can pull up a map and you're going to see Koh Muk, you're going to see Koh Krabi, you're going to see Koh Lipe. Are there any hidden supply lines or islands between them that if you really zoomed in, there's like, you know, some guy living in there's a lot of them up in Phang Nga Bay, but when you go that area, are there any islands?
Like Koh Labong. Have you been there?
No, but I've heard of it.
It's very cool.
And there's accommodation on these places?
Not 5-star.
No, but
yeah,
I mean,
you know, it's got stuff
like a guest house, or
like Koh Ngai. No, people don't know this one. She's beautiful. That's a beautiful island, Koh Ngai.
Where's that at?
It's like halfway between Koh Krabi and Koh Muk.
Okay.
And it's got, I think, one of the better snorkeling experiences. And because it's not very well known, you know, then you're up towards Koh Lipe, you got Koh Adang.
Yep.
You know, like I think, you know, the big thing to think about is like, think about where everybody is going and then decide you're not going to go there, because then that opens up so much more space for you for where you want to go. You know, like people like say to me, I want to go to Ras Shai, and I'm like, you don't really. You probably actually want to go to Ras Hanoi. You know, Ras Hanoi is the nicer place, the better place to go. Like you can go to Ras Shai and in a busy period, you know, 300, 400, 500, 600 people on it. You can go to Ras Hanoi, be the only boat, do a nice little kind of barbecue on the beach, have the whole beach to yourself, have the snorkeling areas to yourself. And I'm like, so what's better? You know, like which experience do you want? You know, and that's the thing that I've really spent a lot of time at, you know, like that's one of the things that we're doing a lot of now. We do a lot of barbecues on beaches because we just want to get away from the restaurants. We want to get away from the crowds. We want to find you know, like how cool is it you put the boat out and it doesn't have I talk about an anchor point, right? Like an anchor point being lunch, right? Well, I got to find somewhere on Phi Phi Don to go and have a restaurant so that my customers can have lunch. Well, let's break the anchor point. Put the barbecue on the boat. And let's put some fishing rods on. Whatever you catch, we're going to barbecue. If you don't, we've got some backup food on the boat. And now that becomes like this unique experience. Like my boy's 9. He's a free diver. I don't know if I'm allowed to even say this. I'll probably get a hate letter for it. But he's a spear fisherman.
Yeah.
He loves it, right? So his ideal Sunday is he just books a boat, doesn't know where it's going to go. He gets on it. My crew go with him and off he goes. No food or anything. And it's like what you catch, you eat. And it's like, I'm like, you got the coolest life, bro. Like on a Sunday, it's like he's just out. And
what kind of fish would he be catching out there?
Yeah, you're gonna have to ask him that, man. You should get him on. He knows all this stuff and I don't. Like, do not go fishing with me. I can't catch a thing.
Yeah.
But he's got to that point now, like with my wife, his mom. He's like, before he goes Sunday morning, he's like, Mom, I'm going to want you to cook tom yum tonight because I'm going to go and catch this very specific fish, which is amazing in tom yum. Or he'll be like, Mom, I want you to do fried fish tonight. So I'm going to go and he'll just spend hours there just like waiting for the right fish to come so he can shoot it, grab it, take it home. You know, when he started out fishing, like when he was 6, and he wasn't spearfishing at 6, he was like, how many fish can I catch? That's the game. Now it's like, how can I catch the perfect fish for the meal that I want to have? And I'm like, that's if I dreamt of what my Thailand experience was going to be, it would be like going with a guide like him who's like, I want to go and like everything's just about living off the sea. It's like living that kind of true sea gypsy experience, you know, like that's something that you go home and like that's a memory that when you die, like that's something that's going to be there, right? Not like, I don't know, is Maya Bay going to sit in that memory bank, you know? Like, I'm not certain, you know?
It depends. I mean, the Chinese are coming back, it's going to be packed as well.
It might get a lot of views on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I'm not certain that, you know, it's going to be there at the end of the day. You know, it's like, is that something that you're going to remember?
Most of the time, the experiences I've had in Asia, it's the things you didn't plan and you come across. And like nothing was planned. You were out. It could be anywhere. You're on one of these islands. You come across some people that are barbecuing, and you end up staying. It's always the things where like you were just going with the flow, and something popped up.
Yeah, it's like I used to a lot go to Koh Nok. That's kind of just off Lem Hart, right? And the Thai families, they like to go there and do their somtam barbecues. They rock up with their long tail boats, big things. You know the Thais, they don't do it small, right? Their picnic is huge. And they're like cooking and everything. I'm like, this is what people should want to buy. You know, that's the true Thailand experience, you know.
If you enjoyed this content, we're doing 5 clips like this a week. If you want to watch the full podcast, click here.